So I'm from an organization called BritDoc. We're based in the UK, and now we have an office in New York also. But our activity is totally international. BritDoc is an organization that's now 10 years old. We exist to basically try to find new ways to support documentary filmmakers. So we're constantly changing what we do. We're trying to invent and reinvent both funding and distribution of long-form documentary. So BritDoc, our primary activity is funding documentaries. We give out grants to filmmakers through different schemes that we have. And the schemes change every now and then, depending on what kind of partners we have involved in funding those schemes. So I can talk about what opportunities we have at the moment in terms of funding, and also something we call impact distribution. But also there are a few other opportunities in the UK where you can find means of getting a co-production. I think Jez will also talk about that, and also exhibition of your film in the UK, because there are an increasing number of ways you can get your film shown, particularly in London. So BritDoc, at the moment we have 3 active film funds. 2 of them are for production, and 1 is for outreach or impact distribution. So the production funds, 1 is in partnership with an organization called Bertha Foundation. And you might have heard about these and be a little bit confused by the fact that they have other funds. So there's also a Bertha IDFA fund, which is the development fund and also post-production fund in partnership with IDFA. We're nothing to do with that. That's Bertha and IDFA, but we are, Bertha and BritDoc, managing particular funds. So we have a fund called the Bertha BritDoc Journalism Fund, and this fund is now almost 3 years old, and we fund usually around 10 to 15 projects per year at almost any stage, but we don't fund post-production. So normally we're coming in development, early production, mid-production, and very occasionally at rough cut stage. The grants from that particular fund are anything between £10,000 and £50,000, but normally they're at the midpoint, so between 20 and 40,000. We're looking for long-form documentaries that are led by journalism. So there's some investigation that's driving the story, that's driving the narrative. But these are not reportage, they're not TV documentaries. We're looking for things that have still a point of view and a cinematic vision. So we've funded things like The Square. They're kind of, things that still have this ability to reach wide audiences, that need to be seen on a big screen, that play festivals, etc. So with that fund, you apply online, and we have a rolling call, so you can apply at any point in the year. The application form is quite self-explanatory. It's basically filling in boxes, but the minimum that you need is a synopsis. Some short synopsis, or maximum 800 words usually, that's really outlining your vision for the film, what characters you have access to, and then we need some proof of that vision and those characters, so we need some visual material. If you're in early development, the initial, as I say, we fund between 10 and 15 projects per year. It's totally international, and we would welcome more applications from Latin and Central America. We don't receive enough, so please do go on our website and send an application. And you can always email me beforehand, before submitting an application, with any questions. Would this project fit the fund, or do I have enough material? Is it the right stage to apply? We're not an organization that just says no and then we don't want to hear from you again. We engage in a conversation about your film.